Welcome, Faith-Free family. Welcome to this Faith-Free family moment. And I enjoy these moments. I hope that they're an encouragement to you. That's my prayer. That's for sure. Some time ago, probably a couple years ago, I was asked by Charisma magazine to write an article. The article was basically about what have I learned from my cancer. They got a hold of our book, Joy for the Journey, Cindy and I wrote, and they just kind of wanted me to write something for them. And so I wrote up something, and I recognized something as when I got done with that my circumstances hadn't changed. I still have cancer, still have leukemia, but I've changed. And I think the reason I've changed is because God's Spirit has been kind and gentle in dealing with me and helping me learn many things, many issues of the heart that I really needed to learn. And so I know I've changed. And one of the greatest things I've experienced is the peace of God. That peace that doesn't make sense. That peace He gives, truly gives when we go to Him in prayer. That peace He truly gives when we make a choice not to worry or not to dwell on the problem, but to take it to Him. It's a miraculous peace. There's no other way to describe it. And I'm so grateful for that, and so grateful for all the things He is teaching me. And one thing that God has taught me, is teaching me continually, is that He has given you and I resources how to face the trials. And we talked yesterday about His strength, His unfailing love is the strength for the journey. He's also given us support and resources, companions, if I may, for the journey. People who will walk through the challenges with us. Some years ago, someone placed an ad in a Kansas newspaper, and here's what the ad said: "I will listen to you talk for 30 minutes without a comment for $5. Sounds like a joke, doesn't it? Sounds like a hoax. It wasn't. The individual was serious. Did anybody call? Absolutely. It wasn't long before this individual received about 20 calls a day. You see, the sting of loneliness was so sharp that some were trying anything for a half hour of companionship, no matter how shallow it may have been. And that's never more true when trials come. It's then what we really long for people and for support. As a matter of fact, right now, there are so many people at home, single people, elderly maybe, who are really lonely. And this trial has created a vacuum in their life. All they really want is companions. And you're no different. You might be surrounded by people, but we all need companions for the journey. So who are these companions we can call on? Well, I'd like to start, first of all, if you're married, with your spouse. God said early on in His creative efforts, I should say, it's not good for man to be alone. I'll make a helper for him. God's given you a spouse, an incredible gift. And this journey becomes increasingly more difficult without the oneness of a marriage relationship. To husbands, the Bible says you're to provide loving leadership for your wife. God's design is clear. We have helpers in our mates. It had been ingrained in my head since I was a young boy from my dad, some things. One is, son, you take care of your sisters. You protect them. You take care of your mom. And when you get married, you take care and protect your wife. I was raised to protect women. So as I began to date, eventually marry Cindy, I went into marriage with a mindset of I need to protect Cindy no matter what. And that included protecting her emotionally. And so I was like a hockey goalie. I was deflecting anything that could get to her that would unsettle her, cause her to worry or upset her. My thought being I was protecting her. And in so doing, I wouldn't share the struggles I was facing. I wouldn't share uncertainties, the fears, because I didn't want her to have to deal with them. What a huge mistake. Huge mistake. I realized somewhere in that process that I neglected a great companion. I neglected a great strength for me. I've been trying to do it all myself. And in so doing, had neglected a God-given resource for me. That's my wife. I look back now and see how foolish it is, but this companion called Cindy, my wife, has helped me simply, I guess, put God and help see God as bigger than any trial. Cindy's helped me not to sweat the small stuff, not to live in the past. And so do those things. Lean on your spouse, learn from her, and don't let anything come between you and your spouse. What a gift your spouse is, a companion for the journey. And so don't neglect such a great gift. Have a great day, everybody. God bless.